So welcome to part 3, the final part of this crochet along. We are going to be working the final round of our octagon, and as we work that round we will be joining to the smaller pieces. So you will need to have a good idea of your layout and the correct pieces that you need. So based on this sample here, we're starting in this lower corner. So we'll have the quarter square, a half square, another half, and the full square there. So I will show you how to join those pieces to your octagon, and we'll go from there. You want to be sure on the half and the quarter square that the starting magic circle part is always facing away from the octagon. You will use the same color as you used for the final round of each of the small pieces. I'm using a slightly different shade just to help you see more clearly how we do the join. So to begin our join as you go, we're going to work the final round to our first octagon and the first quarter square, which is that bottom lower corner of our project. So we will single crochet in any of these chain 3 spaces on the octagon. Chain 1. Then working into the quarter square, we want to slip stitch through this chain 3 on the bottom side of that corner square. So I like to insert my hook from the right side to the wrong side, pulling the yarn through for a slip stitch. Chain 2. We will single crochet back in the same chain 3 space of the octagon. Chain 1. Back to the quarter square, we will slip stitch in this next chain 3 space. Chain 2. Back to the octagon, single crochet in that chain 5 space. Chain 1. Back to the quarter square, slip stitch in that next chain 3 space, chain 2. On the octagon, we'll single crochet in that double crochet. Chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space on the quarter square, chain 2. On the octagon, single crochet in that next chain 5 space, chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space of the quarter square, chain 2, single crochet in that next chain 3 space of the octagon, chain 1, slip stitch in that last corner chain 3 on the quarter square, chain 1, single crochet back in that same chain 3 space of the octagon. So our first small piece has now been joined to our octagon. That part we just finished will be repeated each time we join a new small part. So now we want to continue on the octagon for a few stitches. So we'll chain 3, single crochet in this next chain 5 space, chain 3, single crochet in the double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 3. Now we're ready to join this half square, so we will repeat those same steps as we did on the quarter square. So starting with a single crochet in this chain 3 space, chain 1, slip stitch in that first corner chain 3 space of the half square, keeping that starting magic ring to the outside of our work. Chain 2, single crochet back in that same chain 3 space on the octagon. chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space, chain 2, single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space, chain 2, single crochet in the double crochet, chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space, chain 2, single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 3 space, chain 2, ready to single crochet in that chain 3 space, chain 1, slip stitch in the chain 3 space, chain 1, single crochet back in the octagon. So you want to make sure that we're working single crochets on the octagon, slip stitches in the parts. So we'll continue to work that around, working this next little section on the octagon like we did over here, and then adding the next small piece by your configuration what you need next. So most of you will have the full square come next. So then for this final little section, we will just complete the octagon with that chain 3, single crochet in that next space, chain 3, single crochet in that double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 3, and join to our starting single crochet to end the join as you go for this octagon. So now you'll want to follow your layout and pick the next pieces you need. So it'll be another octagon that you will join. So I don't have as many pieces to add in mine, but I will show you how we will start the second octagon, and then you should be able to finish the joining. So you're going to pretend that this is another square, full square, and this is a half square. I'm just going to use these sides right now to show you how the join works, but remember my parts are a little bit different in size and configuration right now for my sample piece. So we will start with our new octagon and the full square, pretending that this piece is a full square. So again, we'll start in that chain 3 space, work our single crochet, chain 1, and then work our join to the half square part. So you could go ahead and do that join. It's the same way as we worked our previous joins, just repeating those stitches as we join the small part in. So you could go ahead and work that. Okay, so then we will work the chain 3 single crochet down this part of the octagon just before we add the next small part. So ready to join our next small part with the chain 1, slip stitch into that corner chain 3 of the next part, chain 2, single crochet back in that chain 3 space, and similarly to our other pieces, we'll work that join now. Okay, so we've joined 2 small pieces. We've done the section of the octagon in between, and you can work that section of the octagon past the second small piece to get ready to join to our pieces that we've already joined to. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my work so that this corner now lines up with that corner, and we'll work our join across this small part here. So I've chained 1, make the slip stitch, chain 2, single crochet back in that same space, and so on. Okay, and we'll end that join with the first single crochet in that next chain 3 space that's unworked of the octagon, and chain 1. So we've already joined these 2 together. We want to slip stitch in that space that's just above where that slip stitch join is. So insert your hook above that, slip stitch sort of around the slip stitch that's already there. And then we'll work in the same manner where we chain 2, come back down to the same space, make our single crochet. Chain 1, joining to the next space on that completed octagon, chain 2. Come back down, single crochet in the chain 5 space, chain 1. Slip stitch in the next chain 3 space of the completed octagon, chain 2. Single crochet in the double, chain 1, slip stitch to the next chain space of the completed octagon, chain 2, single crochet in that next chain 5 space, chain 1, join to that next chain 1 space in the completed, chain 2, single crochet on our new octagon, chain 1, and then we will work that slip stitch around or on top of the slip stitch that's already being joined to those previous 2. Chain 1, come back down, 2, we chain 2, we come back down to our completed or our new octagon, and ready to do our last join. So you can go ahead and join each additional octagon on the same way, making sure that you're following your layout with the right pieces in the right order to join those together. So once you have all your smaller pieces added and the join as you go around these octagons, we need to fill in the edges of the sides so they're not so jagged here. That will provide, or it will make a lot of ends. You can sew them in if you wish, but you can also work them in on the rounds of the borders that we do next. So we need to now fill in these low parts of each side before we can work our border. So we want to find, this would normally be turned this way, our first low edge corner. And we find that space that is created when we joined the small piece to the octagon. So there's both of the corner spaces there, and it's this space in here working around the slip stitch that joined. We're going to start with a half double crochet, chain 2, and place a second half double crochet in that same space. Now normally you would use the same color as we worked our edging around all the octagons and the small pieces. Again, I'm using a contrasting color just so it's easier to see the stitches that we're making. So in that space between the small part and the octagon, half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet. Then we'll make a chain 2. We'll single crochet in this next chain 3 space and chain 3, and we'll do that 3 times. Single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3. We'll double crochet in this next chain space, chain 2, and then in this space, this next space that's created when we joined the octagon, in this space here, we will make a half double crochet again, chain 2, half double crochet. So we're going to skip this first single crochet, which is actually the second one that was made in that corner, but skipping this first single crochet, we want to double treble in the next single crochet. So yarn over 3 times. We'll insert in that second single crochet, pull through 2, 4 times. Turn our work and work on the wrong side. Coming back on those stitches we just worked, we want to single crochet in this chain 2 space, chain 3, skip this next chain 2, single crochet in the chain 3 space, chain 3, single crochet in the next space, and we'll do that once more, chain 3, single crochet in that next space, chain 3, again we'll skip this chain 2 space and single crochet in that first chain 2 we made between the half double crochet, chain 3, we will skip this single crochet that was made in the corner of the small piece and slip stitch in this next single crochet and fasten off. So I will turn it back to the right side, and then you can see how we have evened off that edge and made it straighter to help us when we work our border. So you're going to repeat these steps on all sides on each of the octagon to fill in all those uneven spaces. So you can go ahead and work that in all of those spaces or on all of the sides, the lower sides of the octagon, and I will meet you back here for the border. We should have sides, straight sides all the way around our piece at this point. We're ready to start working the border. We are going to use color white, and again, if you wish, you can sew in your ends, but we can work over top of the ends as we work this first round of the border. So we want to start in the first chain 3 space just past any corner. So the single crochet is right in the corner. We're going to start in this first chain 3 space, and we want to place 3 single crochet in that space. 1, 2, and 3 single crochet. 3 single crochet in the next chain 3 space. We're going to make 4 single crochet in each of the next 8 chain 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 single crochet once. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's twice, so I'll let you work ahead working those 8 times of those 4 single crochet, and I'll meet you at that point. So after the 4 single crochet in this space, our next space should be just before the center of that half square. We will place 3 single crochet in that space. Then 2 single crochet in this next space, which is at the center of that half square. 3 single crochet in the next space. Then we're ready to start again with that 4 single crochet in 8 spaces. So it depends a little bit on how big your piece is. You will repeat that until the last half square along the side. So once you have reached your last half square of your side, you will have finished the repeat with a 3 single crochet just past that half square, and then we will repeat 4 single crochet in each of the next 8 chain 3 spaces. So after this last 8 times of working that 4 single crochet, you will have 2 more spaces left before the corner. So we'll do 3 single crochet in this first space, 3 single crochet in this next space, and then for the corner we will chain 2 and skip over that single crochet that's placed in that corner quarter square. And then we'll repeat this all the way down the side again. So starting with the 3 single crochet in this first space and 3 single crochet in the next space, and then 4 single crochet in the next 8, and repeating those sets, 3 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, like we did at this half square. So when you have worked your way all the way around, after that last 3 single crochet, we will chain 2 for the final corner and then join to our starting stitch to end round 1. So just to refresh, each of the corners then have that chain 2 space. On either side of the corner we have 2 sets of 3 single crochet. And then along the octagons we will have 8 sets of 4 single crochet on either ends wherever we have that octagon. When you are at a half square, you will have the 2 single crochet just by that center of the half square and a set of 3 single crochet on either side. So hopefully that helps if you've gotten mixed up in the repeat. And that is round 1. And you can go ahead and fasten off the white color. Round 2, starting in any of the chain 2 corners, we'll start with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in that same corner space. Then starting with this very first stitch, we will place a single crochet in each of the stitches down each side, remembering to place a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in each corner. And then once you've worked your way around, you'll join to our starting stitch to fasten off. Round 3, using dark pink, we will start in any chain 2 corner space with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Then we will chain 1, skip this first single crochet in the next stitch, and we'll repeat that down the side. Chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, as you get to the next corner you want to make sure that you finish with a chain 1, skip the last stitch, and then single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the next corner, ready to work your way around. Chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, and so on. So once you've worked that all the way around, you'll join to our starting stitch and fasten off. If you find when you work your way towards the corner and you don't have quite enough stitches, as I didn't here, I needed to skip this stitch, but I also wanted to skip the last stitch, so I just worked a single crochet in the space between those 2 single crochet and chain 1 before the corner in order for it to work out with still skipping a stitch. Round 4, we will use color blue. This is our final border round and our final round for this mini crochet along. So we'll single crochet in the corner space, chain 2. We're going to single crochet in the skipped stitch, so into the stitch of round 2, working over top of the chain 1 from last round. Chain 2. Working into that skipped stitch and over the chain 1, place a single crochet, chain 2. So we'll work that all the way down the side. And again, when we get to the next corner, we should end with a chain 2, skip the last stitch to single crochet in the corner. Then once we've worked our way around, we will join to that corner single crochet. And this ends our journey together for now. I look forward to seeing the lovely creations and various projects that all of you decided upon, and can't wait to work together again on another project. Bye for now.